still have a future, or the streets. And then you turn to their kid and go, what color are you gonna paint the inside of your box? And it hurts. And you help people make decisions. And I'm fortunate enough to have guys like AJ and Bob Okar, where they took what it is that we do, they've systemized it. AJ does skip tracing on all of our leads for people in pre-foreclosure, finds the lists. I got guys like this animal in front of me, Bob Okar, who amazingly put in 4 times the work of anybody in a week. And the harder he works, the luckier he gets. He's been at this for, what, 6 months now? 6 months, he's got 5 properties tied up. Looks like we'll have a couple closed this month. So it's really promising. And on top of that, he's a full-time fireman in Bergen. So it's kind of like he's a superhero too. And occasionally he'll just pull a cat out of the tree. So yeah, I mean that's what it is. We're looking for good people more than properties. Find good people that put the work in, that have the ethic, that have that burning desire. Money comes. There's always a greedy person who wants to do it for money, but really quick. I mean, it's amazing when you go to the office, do it for proceeds. You know, working for the right people. Wow. What do you need? You gotta finally buy your wife that ring. Do you need a little extra? Like, nobody cares. It's kind of like, we're all right.
So tell the guys how you got started in the business.
I lost everything in the stock market in a split second. Playing with penny stocks. I lost 80 grand because I forgot to put in a stop loss. I realized stocks weren't for me. I'd have to go back to my job and work for 4 more years to make that money. I was 24, I started reading a bunch of books, and then I went to one of these Learning Annex Real Estate Wealth Expo things to go see Donald Trump speak. You got people up on stage going, if you've got $2,000, you can come to my 2-day seminar and I'll teach you everything you need to know. So I bought one of those, and before I even went, I quit my job.
Yeah.
Because fuck it, burn the ships, right? And I literally convinced myself that if I have the same 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 52 weeks a year as everybody else, and I can't do this, I don't deserve to fucking live.
Okay.
So I handed in my letter of resignation. Then I went home and I told my parents, because I still lived at home at 24, I will pay all of your bills next month in the next 30 days, because talk shit and back it up. And then the next morning, I went to my high school, because I have a learning disability, I'm dyslexic, and I founded a scholarship fund for kids like me. I told them, pick 5 kids, I'll give them a G each. By the way, I have nothing in my bank account. Right? So now I'm going to have to mode. Now if I can't, I will literally off myself if I can't do this. Right?
Yeah.
By the way, this coming Thursday is the 20th year I'm giving away that scholarship.
Oh, that's power.
They actually just texted me, hey, remember to show up with the checks. Darrell likes receipts.
Yeah.
And I wholesaled my first house in 20 days in 2004, where I could not go to a real estate club and have somebody teach me how to do this because nobody was doing it.
Yeah.
It's like, to be honest, I did not sleep for that 20 days. I ground my teeth a lot. I worked the F word into my language continuously. I remember the day of that first closing, I literally, I've never seen this done before, no books written on it, right? Woke up, brushed my teeth, looked in the bathroom mirror, vomited, got in my car, drove to the law office where the closing was going to happen, opened the car door, vomited, walked into the law office, said, hi, I'm here for this closing. They walked me into this boardroom. There's a family of 5 people selling a house, a family of 2 people buying a house, 2 lawyers at a title company. I was like, I gotta go to the restroom. I barfed again. I came back. They gave me a check for 20 grand, which is probably what I would have made in half a year. I went home. I celebrated by like sleeping for 14 hours, right, straight. I didn't sleep for like 20 days.
Yeah.
I woke up the next morning, it was still there in my wallet, I deposited it, and then from that day I have not been able to figure out what I was barfing about. And it's like, that's it, the whole world looked different. I mean, I took that money, reinvested it, bought a printer, a computer, some other shit, a fax machine, because that's literally how things were done in 2004. And just started killing.
So I got a question.
$200,000 a year.
Give him a round of applause. So you're here to master your mindset. So this is question time, okay? Now, I say to people, you may have the money, you may have the education, you may even have the experience. You may have worked for someone in 9 to 5 and doing the same thing. But I want these guys to tell you what was their mindset that they were able to say, I'm gonna do this no matter what. I think Chuck's already told us that his why of those kids and the foundation, he had to do it. But sometimes you gotta put yourself in those situations that you have to win. So AJ, I want you to tell us how you got started and what is your why.
Sure. Okay, so for me, I happen to have a background in technology. That's how far I'm gonna bring you back, right? So I ended up going to college for an information technology degree. I graduated and then I got that glorious 9 to 5 job. I made it, right? Now, that's when COVID had come aboard and I had already been dipping my toe in real estate. I think my first educational investment was TTP on YouTube. I don't know if any of you guys know that program. It's like with the Pace Morbies and the Brent Daniels and the Max Maxwells, that whole circle of gurus. That's where I had initially invested my first dollars. So I remember, we actually have a bunch of pictures too. If we had a presentation, we have it all on it. But there's a picture of me printed out a 200-page binder that Chuck had created, and I was literally on the clock. I didn't care if I got fired. I didn't care if my boss came and said, hey, what are you doing? I treated it as